I'm here at our first location for Midwest Automotive Partners, aka MAP, putting it on the map. And got a lot of work to do today. Things are coming to fruition. If you've been following along with me, then you know that we've had some challenges with zoning variance, not with just map, but also with upside equity. And so today I'm going to jump on here and I want to, the spider web's right there. I'm going to hold off on going out that way. So I want to give an update here. Brought to mind that good things favor those who wait. Many of you have heard that saying, looked it up. It actually started in France and then moved over here to the United States and became more simplified. It's a longer-winded phrase, but became more simplified through some commercials, Guinness being one of those. And good things favor those who wait. And that principle, that understanding is profound and has been more profound in this experience with Midwest Automotive Partners. As you can see, we've got the name up on the building here. Just walked out of one of the showroom doors and we are getting ready to rock and roll. Still have one more thing we're waiting on today before I can submit the application for the dealer license, which I'm overly excited about and have been patiently waiting. And so what this has meant for me is it's not just standing still and waiting, like a hopeful waiting. It's being very actionable and waiting. The waiting part is more of don't rush the results. Don't rush the things that you're going after. Rather, embrace the journey along the way. And, you know, being patient and being actionable and patient and continuing to move forward to build up skills and have experiences that will serve you for the rest of your life. Sorry about the sun here. It's a little better on the other side of the building. But basically, you know, I'm about to be 42 in November, and everything that I have done, everything that I've experienced is the good, the bads, the confusing, the doubt, you know, all of those things have led me to where I'm at right now. And so today was a good day to talk about this message because, you know, I've been waiting for Midwest Automotive Partners, actionably waiting for Midwest Automotive Partners to be able to submit our license and then begin to sell. And along that way, you know, the plan was that we would, you know, go right into this thing May 1 and be ready to rock and roll. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. We had some information given to us that wasn't accurate and that held us up. But we persevered, we moved forward, and I have some great investors and partners who, you know, have gone through these things before. And so it was more of just taking the action and then patiently waiting. And so last week we received our approval on the zoning variance so that we can operate as an auto dealer. Now we are waiting on our application to be approved for the actual dealer license here in Indiana so that we can begin our journey as a wholesale advocate to franchise dealerships, where we will be buying cars across the country, facilitating transportation, reconning cars, and selling those vehicles to auto dealers. So right now in the country, there is what they call a shortage. And to me, what I saw when I spent 12 years in automotive, especially during those years of COVID and seeing how the market was treated, it's not really that there's a shortage of vehicles. Logistically, it's just hard for dealers locally to expand beyond their local auctions or within, you know, a couple hundred miles because the cost of transportation. And not only the cost of transportation, but also the time that it takes to go and research the cars, get on all the platforms. You can only be in so many places at one time. And you can only do so many things on so many platforms with 1 or 2 people. And so a lot of dealerships are lacking in that area where they don't have a problem selling cars. You know, the market is great. People are buying, cars are flying. The problem is people cannot acquire inventory fast enough. And so because of logistical costs, you know, you get a car from California, you know, that's a good car, but it's 2,000 miles away. And so with that, on the logistics side, it costs a lot of money. And so we have done some things within our business model to be able to mitigate those transportation costs by us taking loads out to a destination, then going to an auction and bringing a full load back. So being paid to go out and then filling that up once we go to that auction, we'll buy some cars, fill it up and bring it back, which will significantly reduce the amount of transportation costs excuse me, that we have to pass on to the dealers, which will then allow them to buy the car for less money. It will allow us to make more margin per deal, and also allow them access to inventory that is farther away than a couple 100 miles, which allows them to gain more inventory. And with more inventory, there's more opportunity with customers, and they can sell more cars, which ultimately makes them more money. And so that is the MAP way, that is the MAP business model. And we're really excited to get this going here in the next 30 days. Foreseeably, we will begin that. Now, with that said, so for 2 months, we have been waiting on this variance and doing all the things that we can do up until the point that we can do them, because a lot of the softwares that we're using, a lot of the auctions that we're going to, you have to have a dealer license to get those. So that's why I say patiently waiting, but being actionable while you're waiting. And so that's the MAP side of things. And then, you know, I've been waiting on this upside equity deal, which we went from a $550,000 one property fund to a 1-year fund to a $10 million multiple property rolling equity fund, which is awesome. But with that, contracts had to be redone. A lot of thought had to go into it. My partners are incredible for that. And so that's taken a lot of time. Last night, I received an email from the partner who was doing the PPM and putting that all together for us, myself and my partners, to be able to execute on this equity raise for Upside Equity Fund. And so I received that. I'll be reviewing that this morning, and then we'll be off to the races. And so patiently waiting again, you know, all of these things taking a lot of action, but also being patient for the process to work itself out. They all kind of just hit at once, and that's kind of been the story of my life. Things don't really go how you plan, but when things do align, they just start all compounding at one time. And so I am super excited for the growth of the Lavish Agency, Midwest Automotive Partners, and Upside Equity, which is a partner with the Lavish Agency and myself. So a lot of things going on. Excited to keep you guys updated. It has been a heck of a last 2 months, and we are excited to continue to grow all these companies into great companies, great revenue generators, and just great places to partner with and work with. All right, guys, stay lavish. I appreciate you staying on, and I will keep you apprised of any updates.